The bigger, the better. As an author, and perhaps a weird one, when I go out looking for phones, I look for the biggest thing on the market. Sometimes I get inspired in weird places, and I need to put down the idea immediately. I used to have a recorder, which I took with me whenever I went out to exercise. I loved the recorder because it was tiny, and consequently, I just slipped it in my bra when exercising so as to keep my hands free. The problem with the recorder is that I kept forgetting it at home. Because I don't handle a recording device frequently, it's easy to forget it when I'm going out. I would usually only remember once an idea popped up in my head, and by then I would usually be miles away from home. But that's not all. On one good day, I brisk walked to the beach, and as soon as I arrived, the ideas started flowing. I spoke and spoke and spoke and spoke for many hours. I offloaded until I was relieved. I was so happy that I had a lot of recorded original materials to transcribe when I got home. I got home feeling light, took a shower, had dinner, and then sat behind my desk to transfer the audio from the recorder to my laptop. It was only then that I realized that I'd walked back home without the voice recorder. By then, it was around 9 p.m. When I went back, the waves had covered the entire beach, including the sand area where I had been sitting on earlier. My poor recorder was probably washed away by the violent ocean. My poor baby drowned, taking with it many hours' worth of unpublished work. Notepads and post-its don't work for me either. Using a pen is tedious. As the ideas flow, I find myself writing and canceling and tearing. By the end of the session, I'm left feeling frustrated, with a messy notepad and papers lying everywhere. Besides, aren't we supposed to be going paperless to save the environment or at least promote a healthier environment? I haven't worked in an office in years. My office is at home, but I suppose the idea of going paperless to reduce a company's carbon footprint and help save the forest still applies even when you work from home for yourself. And believe you me, writing is work. I currently have 5 manuscripts that I have been working on for more than a year. That's 5 books that I'm writing simultaneously. And no, my brain is not exploding. I work at my own pace and don't push myself too hard. That is how I wrote the first 5 books that have been published. Anyway, back to the notepads and post-its. First and foremost, I have nowhere to put them when I go out brisk walking. I can't use them when I'm in the shower or bathtub because shower gels, bath salts, shampoo, chlorine, etc. erase the words. On one occasion, I dozed off in the bathtub after writing 3 whole pages on a huge notepad. When I woke up, the notepad was in the bathtub and I had lost 3 pages of work that I have never been able to recover. My brain is kind of weird. I get ideas when I least expect it, and if I don't record it, the idea vanishes, and usually, I don't get it back. I would like to think that there are invisible angels and fairies floating around the atmosphere, whispering original ideas into certain people's minds. I suppose these blessed angels and fairies love introverts, and in particular authors, and I suppose inventors and pioneers, because we don't go around reproducing and copying other people's work. We use our brains, think and come up with original ideas, and then put it out into the world. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to put across is that perhaps when these invisible angels and fairies are whispering ideas into one's mind, the person who gets the idea needs to stop whatever they're doing and immediately start recording the idea. When you're done, create a backup. It is usually during those unexpected sessions that I get a steady and smooth flow of ideas that could go on for hours. It doesn't happen every day or every other day, but when it does happen, when I suddenly get an idea and I stop and start recording it, I can come out of a particular session with a lot of fantastic original materials. I love laptops, but I only use them at home, and usually in bed. I can't exactly go jogging with a laptop, or go to the grocery store with it either. I can't use it in the shower for obvious reasons. I do sometimes use it when I'm pooping. I love to write when I'm pooping, but generally, the only place I use a laptop is in my tiny office at home or in bed. The only thing that works for me is my tablet. The bigger the tablet, the better. I'm often asked, how the hell do you go brisk walking with a huge tablet? The answer is simple. I use my hydration pack. Instead of putting the water pouch inside, I put my huge tablet in there, strap it to my back, and go walking. If I feel the need to hydrate, I pop into the store and buy a small bottle of water. It's next to impossible to forget to carry my tablet along because I use it every day, almost all the time, everywhere. When I go out to exercise, I listen to music. So the minute I put on my jogging pants, my mind automatically knows that it has to listen to music. I reach for my tablet, place it in my hydration pack, strap it to my back, put on a pair of earphones, and out I go for my long walk. When I get an idea, I pause to either record it on a voice recorder application or I open a Word document and write it down. That's the blessing of carrying a tablet. It is multi-purpose. When someone sends me a WhatsApp, I read it there and then. When someone calls, I can choose to answer or ignore depending on who it is. I can check my social media pages instantly. Having the right tablet is like a one-stop shop where you can do everything. It's like having many gadgets in one single gadget. A single tablet can perform all the functions of a computer, a phone, a notebook, a post-it, an audio or video recorder, and much more. And for me the big screen works wonders, because I need a big huge screen to write. So when I go out to exercise with my big tablet, I'm comfortable, because I literally have my entire office with me. If I need to stop at a restaurant along the way to have a meal, I just pull out my tablet, open one of the novels that I'm working on, and write while I'm waiting for the waiter to bring my order. If I need to send an urgent email or post something on my Instagram page, it takes but a minute to pull out my tablet and post it. Plus, it's safer because many people assume that since I'm carrying a hydration pack on my back, there's nothing but a water pouch in there. The truth is, there's nothing but my tablet and a credit card in there. And the bigger, the better. Copyright 2022 Matilde Mbulo. All rights reserved. About the author. Matilde Mbulo is a writer dedicated to analyzing everyday issues through her very own unique lens, which is reflected in her books. She has a BA degree in law, LLB, a BA degree in psychological counseling, and studied human resource management. Matilde Mbulo is the author of 6 books: Hiding in Plain Sight, Stories from Lacklandia, Mistakes Experience Wisdom, The Kansas, Narrow Crook, and Through the Dark Tunnel. For more about Matilde Mbulo, visit the author's page on https://amazon.com/author/Matilde Mbulo.